Alright, what's up everyone? Back here with another Talk with Toys. Today this one is just gonna be about Transformers. And also pretty much exclusively about Transformers Legacy here. And just the state of, I guess, the mainline Transformers market right now. Because what we have right here is pretty much the entire wave minus Galvatron and, what's his name? Hot Rod in the core class. He's like the only one I'm missing. I'm including Blaster because I wasn't able to grab him when Kingdom went out, but I was able to get him at Target pretty easily once Legacy came out here. So I was pretty thankful for being able to find him easy like that. But no Galvatron, even though I would have definitely preferred you have had the no battle damage version. That's always preferable. But it is what it is. But despite all that, pretty much all of these rock. It's kind of crazy. Hasbro has really been killing it lately, and this whole assortment is just wonderful. I'm all in on Legacy, and if this first wave is any impression on how the rest of it's going to be, I'm ready for it, because everything across the board is great here. I mean, even core class is good. Like, little, let's actually see if we can do manual focus here. Da, da, da. I mean, not manual, fucking auto. Sure, yeah. Alright. Iguanas here, man. I think this is the first time he's been at least this version of the character, like a transforming one. And this figure's so good, I kind of wish he was a deluxe size so I could have a bit more fun with him. Like, if he was the size of this RC, man, that would be killer. There's just so much good stuff in this assortment, and I'm gonna take some time here and talk about some standout ones. Well, I mean, they all stand out, but yeah, this is just gonna be a Transformers toy talk. If you're not into robots, this might not be the one for you. But if you're like me and you dig robots, especially Transformers, stay tuned. This will be a fun one, and we're gonna cut into some stuff. I don't know what, but cut. Alright, first up, we're taking a look at Dragstrip here. I don't really know how people feel about the Stunticons as a team or as a combiner, but I mainly just know of them from the G1 cartoon that I would watch on repeat when I was younger. And I always just thought they were such a killer team. They just had a lot of style, a lot of ooze. They were just, the only Decepticons that were, transforming into really cool, awesome sports cars and whatnot. And they just had the most hilarious origin story for me. Like, out of all the but like, all the robots and like the reasons why they start getting into the conflict, like the Dinobots being made by Wheeljack and, Unicron turning people and whatnot. The creation of the Stunticons is the most hilarious thing in Transformers history to me. It's literally a scenario where the Decepticons are chasing the Autobots, and the Autobots do the classic trick of, oh, they're in air vehicles, we're in land vehicles, we'll lose them in the tunnel through the mountain or whatever. And they go in there, and the jets can't fit, and they end up not making it, and Megatron is heated, bro. He's, like, pissed. He's like, these dang Autobots, like, getting away with us in the dang tunnels, we gotta do something about this. And he goes ahead and just makes a whole unit of ground vehicle Decepticons, so there can never be any more Looney Tunes type tunnel escaping business that the Decepticons are gonna get embarrassed by. And, yeah, I loved them ever since then. I know a lot of people don't like Minosaur as a combiner that much, but I'm all here for it. I mean, Bruticus is definitely way cooler, but with that said, Mans here is very cool. Anyone that knows me, they know I am a fan of not Decepticon, any robot that has shades on, and this guy has them. And oof, beautiful stuff. He's got this fun gun that you can take off here. There's dual wield them, or you can combine them on the side. I like that action. It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for the repaints of this. I know they're going to do a G2 color scheme at some point, and that's going to look so killer for the whole team. I know a lot of people think it's a very gaudy and over-the-top color scheme, but that just does all the right things for me. I don't know. I like to see the crazy explosion of colors. I will buy a Transformer purely based on the color scheme. Like, let's be real here. I'm going to show off his vehicle mode real quick. I'm going to transform him, I suppose, but I'm probably just going to either skip through it or, like, make it go really quick. So, let's see if I can do it here on camera for you real nice and smooth.
Whoa, kitty cats, on the move. I did it too early. I gotta do that first. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, I did that too early. Oh man. Alright. Boom!
I don't know how long that took, but here we are. Clean. Oh. Ooh, we didn't even have the spoiler in the right spot. Look at that. That's naughty. I really like that. Really dope auto mode. I also like how his, let's see if you can zoom in here. Ooh. I like how the head is like hollow on the back, so it just turns into a little seat for the drag car. It's really, oh man. Dope vehicle mode. I love this mold. I can't wait to see what other recolors they can put on this. I don't really know any other like robots with this kind of look to them, but it would be very fun to see some more paint on this guy, because in robot mode he looks a bit more bland because he's just mainly yellow, but the vehicle mode really comes out nicely with all the stripes visible pretty much everywhere. Because he loses a lot of flare because these are his the undersides of his feet here. So in robot mode you kind of miss out on that little bit of extra red that can be on him there. And his cool engine stacks, they're on the back of his legs, so you don't even get to see that cool silver part of him either. A lot of stuff going on here, but overall very cool. We've been talking about him for too long. Roll out. Whew! All right, Laser Optimus. When they announced all these figures for this assortment, this was definitely the one I was most excited for. I mean, look at this. This is just beautiful. The big shoulder cannons. You can pop those suckers open. They don't shoot out or anything, but you know, they're present. They're menacing. You know of their existence. I mean, you know, it's honestly just, this is one of the greatest Optimus Prime molds, and I'm not just saying this is, like, but the retool that it is of, that we've gotten from Earthrise. It's just very solid. The articulation is very good on him. And people rip on the legs, but you know, who cares, man? He can do crap like this. He can do the iconic, you know, movie gun pose, whatever thing. It's all good. And even with the retool of these new shoulders, he still gets his arm movement. Like, they can tilt up. These flaps can move. You can get what... Man, who would have thought... Hold up. I forgot, these things they got little notches on them. Who would have thought you could have had a Laser Optimus with enough articulation to dab on him? Come on, man, that's crazy. His shoulders are so big, he's always in shade from my lights, because he blocks it all out. Jeez, man. Oh. Alright, maybe that'll be better. He's just a moody dude, I guess. Regardless, great, I'd say action figure. He moves around really well, and I mean, I have to say that about all these new Transformers. It's really a great time to be a collector on these, because they're really on top of their game right now, Hasbro. All these figures, like, they move so good, and the transformations, they're, I don't know, they're pretty smooth for how non-complex they seem to be. Like, Skids over here is probably the easiest thing to transform that I have in my collection. Like, you could almost do it blindfolded, how easy it is. Like, no, I could do it blindfolded. I don't feel that confident on a lot of Transformers, but you do him at a few 5 steps and he's done. This Optimus, you know, obviously the legs are very similar, but it's all brand new transformation from the chest up pretty much. It's pretty phenomenal. I always like to transform my guys with no instructions the first time if I can. And it was really fun kind of figuring out what's next when I was going through this guy. A lot of fun. I can't wait for the inevitable, what's his name, Scourge repaint of this. And after seeing these flames, I would buy the shit out of a Bayverse color scheme on this mold. Like, man, because it's the same truck design, you know. It would be pretty cool to see. Give him like a different head sculpt even too. He's already got a sword. You could literally just change it up to look like the one from the movie too if you wanted. Just, they might be lazy, just make it gray, but you know, they could definitely do that. That would be dope. Don't want to fanboy and drool over him too long. We're going to move on to the next one. Alright, next up we have Bulkhead here. You know, I don't know if I've talked about him on this channel or not, if he came up in a video, but I feel like I have, so I might run through him pretty quickly. He's a fan favorite of mine, debuted in the only Transformer show that I know of that takes place in Detroit, Michigan. 313 represent. And, you know, he's just a cool guy to me. So it was kind of sweet to see that they announced in Legacy that they were doing I think everyone's calling like G1 versions of all of them. And this came out pretty good, I'd say. I don't really care much for his alt mode too much. But as a robot, you know, I can look at him and be like, yeah, that's Bulkhead. My only gripe with this guy is that they didn't give us 2 ball hands. And I'm even more pissed because I just ordered the Wreckers version of him with the camo deco, and I was like, oh cool, I'll get a hammer for breakdown whenever he comes out, and also I'll get a second ball hand for him, and you know, easy peasy. I'll maybe transform the other one, have it be like a military vehicle for my Mega Construct guys, and you know, move on, because those are like nice Transformer skill guys. Then I saw someone that got the new one in hand early, and they were comparing all the accessories, and the ball fist colors do not match. And I'm like, ugh. So we'll see how that goes. I might have to cave and get another regular Bulkhead, but I don't want 3 Bulkheads. My God. Cool guy, very durable, very bulky. I was trying to figure out forever how everyone got his gun up here. I thought there was like some type of peg somewhere, a 5mm port that I just wasn't missing because I was only, you know, seeing this part on him. And then it turned out there's these tiny pegs on the side, and he's got this tiny little hole right here. Oh God, that sounds weird, no context. And you peg it right in. That sounds even worse. Cool look. I had him just, you know, holding it like this for the long time, like a casual Bulkhead, but now we keep it up top. Pretty good fig, I dig. Moving on. Alright, up next we have Shrapnel, or Kickback. It's kind of cool, you can kind of make him look like Shrapnel if you want. This is Kickback from the first Legacy wave. But his melee weapons can combine and port into his butthole, I suppose. And you can give him the little abdomen look. So that's pretty cool. So we kind of already probably have a sneak peek at what Shrapnel is probably going to look like. But nonetheless, you can... Oh, God, it's tight. Jeez Louise. But take it out, and now he's back to being, what's his name? Kickback. Boom bop. This was one I wasn't really caring for, I guess, when it was first announced. I'm not big on the Insecticons, I guess. Like, usually when they're shown a lot for me, and the eras I grew up in, they were always just swarms of baddies. They didn't really have much personality. They were like a drone unit, lots of duplicates and whatnot. But, I don't know, this is a pretty fun action figure. This one here is Kickback. So, let's kick back and talk about him. Cool insect mode. As you know, I like to transform my guys without looking at the instructions, and I thought I had this guy down like about 3 times until I kept rediscovering different things, like the second little claw thing for his front leg, because I just had it up here like this the longest time, and I was like, oh wait a minute, that's another thing. And the little back plate that comes up to cover up his face too. Like I missed all that crap, man, when I first did this. Pretty funny. Yeah, like he was definitely a figure I was sleeping on because I just didn't really care much for the Insecticons, but he's got a pretty dope everything mode. Let's go transform him real quick.
Alright, let's transform this puppy. Smooth, baby, smooth. Oh, not that one. Alright.
Check it. I dig him. I dig him a lot. Colors are dope. That black on purple, classic Decepticon colors. I love his pretty G1 accurate looking little Decepticon Tommy gun. Very cool. Yeah, that thing is dope. I like that a lot. And what we used for the abdomen earlier, they can also clip onto his wings here. It's like weapon storage, I suppose. Oh, wrong one. Weapon storage, or if you just want to make him, you know, look a bit cooler, you can go ahead and let's get that higher up. Get that zoomed out more. Get that even more higher up. Alright, we're back in business. Yeah. But cool look, but you know, they can also be melee weapons, singular use if you want. And they can, oh god, I just threw it at myself. Good thing these aren't actual weapons. Or you can peg them into the arm there for some cool blades. I'm really digging all the melee weapons, you know, we've been getting here. Because no one says you have to use these on Kickback here. Like, I honestly kind of prefer him with just the Tommy gun out. And maybe have these on as, like, when he's in, like, the bug mode or whatever. But, you know, who says you can't give it to the melee god Cyclonus real quick? And now he's got the big Chad blades. Beautiful stuff. If it'll peg in there. There we go. Look at that. That is gorgeous. And they also combine here. You can do that, and now he's got the really big boy, beefy, juice to the max sauce Chad sword. Boom bop. Love it. Love me some Cyclonus. Such a beautiful figure. Such a beautiful transformer. Such a beautiful soul. Love this dude. Great bot. You know what? He's so good. We're going to keep him in the background of the video the whole time. Look at that. Look at that. Move over, Optimus. Alright. Oh, God. Beautiful Cyclonus. You know, and it works because he's getting his repaint toy colors coming out in Legacy. So this is just a warm-up shot for it. But real quick, I'd also like to show off autofocus to get it nice. I got it on the first try. That's awesome. You can have like little melee berserk barricade with these bad boys. Like, ooh. Oh, shit. Ah! Alright, yeah. God. Damn it, it just fell even deeper. Oh, I'm not gonna know where that went. Anyways, here's one of them. Real cool look. Love the kit bashing possibilities of all these melee weapons. Very fun stuff. You can have a very fun afternoon playing for Transformers if you get a couple of these guys. Lots of good times. Moving on while I find the other one of these. Alright, we gotta talk about this absolute delight of a figure here. Iguanas. I don't really know much about this character in his previous form. I knew he was a Decepticon pretender, a very ugly era of Transformers, in my personal opinion. To each their own, but to me, that was a weird time period for the bots. Um, but with that said, I kind of want to look at more of them now, at least the Decepticon side, because if this is what they can do out of just a normal one and make it into a actual Transformer, oh man, this is dope as all hell. Uh, it's just a really tight figure, man. He's got good articulation. He's got freaking waist swivel for a core class. Like look at, you can get him in a great action pose. Like, oh, I forgot the camera's that way. Right out the box. That's so sweet. Like, I love this thing. Color scheme is great on him. This candy red throughout him is very nice, and his bat kibble is slick as hell too. Like it's all good. And the vehicle mode, oh man, that's even cooler. I mean, he's a kinky guy, dude. Because I mean, honestly, like his vehicle mode is really just him on his knees with his dick out and his hands tied behind his head. But if you look past that, and you're looking at it from a vehicle standpoint, and you're also not looking at the crazy add-ons I put on here. Hold on. Sorry, folks. I was having fun playing with toys, but I mean, I guess that's why we're all here. There we go. He doesn't have a kickstand like RC over there, but it's very smooth. The wheels move. I wouldn't probably do it too much because they are painted, so it might be prone to like scratching off and whatnot. But his vehicle mode is very tight. Everything pegs in very nicely. It takes a little bit of getting used to lining up everything perfectly, but you know, because you line up everything perfect, it stays on pretty crispy. Like the only ones that are kind of a little wobbly is the front wheel hand pegs going in there, but it's not too bad, you know. It's something to get through. You can have Iguanas ride himself as well. Look at that. Oh, Beatrix is getting jealous that she's not getting attention. Yes. Look at that. Oh, the manual focus is not manual, and there we go. Big brop shot. Good stuff, good stuff. Love this figure. 10 out of 10. I'm very disappointed that I'm just missing the Rodimus, because I want the sword to give to him. I have his gun. I've got Skywarp's little gun to combine with it, but no sword yet. And when I get that, things are going to change. I tell you something. This guy's going to have a lot more fun. But yeah, so good I bought two of them, and it's not just like a Wreck-Gar situation where I just wanted to keep one in vehicle mode. I just like him so much, I just wanted a second one. Like, you know, he can be a fun little army builder. He doesn't have any... I don't think he doesn't have any visible Decepticon logos on the front of him, so he can be just like a little robot standing anywhere you want to go. He's got it on the back, though, for his vehicle mode, but, you know, you can work with it. Fun stuff. Moving on. Alright, up next we have RC from Transformers Prime, pretty much. Whoever started this video and was like, hey, wait a minute, one of those guys isn't Legacy. You were right, it was Rat Trap. He, fortunately, I'm not going to say unfortunately, he's the only person... only Transformer that I have in my collection, really, that can ride RC. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. I took some fun little goofy shots of him riding around on her and whatnot. It's a lot of fun to just do some Evel Knievel little stunts. But yeah, he fits on there pretty good. You know, I didn't... Oh, it would be badass if you could. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, damn, I just dropped the light. Whoa. Now we gotta use the light to find where the diffuser dropped. Oh, here we go. Wow, we got dark in that bitch. Hold on. Ooh, sorry, yo. Alright. Let's check out Shockwave here. Oh, man. Will his tits get in the way? Oh. It's really his wrists that are mainly in the way. You know, he really rides it more like a crotch rocket, I suppose. Oh, that's dope. Unfortunately, Iguanas is not the best at riding bikes for the simple fact of his like tail being in the way for like sitting. It like it like really messes up the vibe. Ooh, last one we can try that I also didn't even think of till right now, mainly because I kind of disregard him the second I got him. But Skywarp here. Oh man, Beatrix is really going to town on a crunchy toy over there. I'm sorry, y'all. Nah, that doesn't work. It just looks like he's barely hanging on. Anyways, after all that, god dang, I'm dropping more lights. Oh, and I dropped RC. Let's see, everything good? Yeah. All right, nothing fell off because she's got kibble. All right, back to it. Bike mode is very cool. She's a bit of a parts former, but that's okay. We've got some cool articulation in the front wheel, so you can, you know, have it going in different directions if you want while it's in bike mode here. It's very dope that we also get a little kickstand here. So you can have it in either way you want, hanging up or going down. Cool stuff. There's weapon storage and little pegs here for the different stuff she gets. Very cool bike mode. Like I said, it's nice. It's sleek. The what you call it, the little side panels that go there, they really cover up a lot of the kibble. But at the same time, I look at this, and I've been around a lot of motorcycles, I'd say, in my life, from my dad being very involved with them. The kibble looks very much like the side of a motorcycle, you know? Like, there's just a lot of pipes going everywhere, and not panels, but, yeah, there's just a lot of pipes. There's a lot of pipes here, and it works. I really like how this all comes together as a package. She was the only one I was kind of really... I said that about Kickback, but RC was really the one I was a little skeptical on. Like, I was excited for her, but I was really wondering, like, how the vehicle mode would look in hand, like if it would feel clunky. But she was very scary to transform with no instructions, but you know, I did what I did and I had a lot of fun with it. We're gonna transform her back to robot mode here real quick, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. Oh yeah, maybe break apart. Another part form. Woo. All right, back to it. Wow, I've never done that. That's scary. I don't know where to put that back at. Did it go in there? Oh, shit. We had a little malfunction while we were transforming them, so I just had to go ahead and cut y'all to current times here. We're all the way in robot mode, as you can see. This is one of the, I guess, only Transformers in this wave where I very much prefer their vehicle mode to their robot mode. And I'm not saying anything, you know, is bad with this robot mode, but that bike is just bananas, man. It's really cool. It works perfectly. She's got these cool little half circle melee weapons you can give her. It's all about where you want to put them. You can put them in their arms. You can combine them and make them like a little shield if you wanted to for her. That's like a little look, so you can like have some stuff like that going. The wheels also can come off and put that kibble up more. And you can have, oh geez, they're slipping out of my hand here. Oh, that's because her wrist wasn't the right way. Oh, damn it. It's really hard for me to try and do any of this stuff while also like making sure, okay, now it's just a pain in the butt to put in her hand. Jeez, I know it can fit in here. Alright, there we go. Wow, that was a struggle. Here we go. I want to focus. There we go. All right, cool stuff. Little weird DJ turntable. She's got a miniature turntable, you know. She's the next Cybertronian DJ. That's what she. Oh man, I can put her on the band shelf now. That's great. Or it's like a little mobile. Maybe she's a waitress. Ooh, because then you can hold up. Yeah, you've got like 3 different plates she's carrying to different tables now, and she's a waitress RC, and now she's got her her wheel legs to get your tables faster. Oh yeah, we just invented something new right here on the channel. Cool stuff. I really like RC though. I loved her character in Prime. A lot of growth and development as they did for a lot of characters in that show. But good stuff. Mamma mia. I'm gonna go deliver some pizzas now. Oh, her back cable fell off. She is a parts former, FYI. Moving on. Alright, so all in all, I'm pretty won over on Legacy here. Everything I've really talked about and shown here is pretty much a banger in my opinion. And everything that's down the pipeline is pretty much speaking my language. I've been wanting, ever since I got into this War for Cybertron line, a updated Blitzwing with some nice ankle tilt and some good articulation. And that's going to be one of the next leader classes we're getting in Wave 2. We're going to be getting more Stunticons. It's going to be crazy to finally build Minosaur when this is all said and done. And I don't know, I mean, a lot of people aren't feeling some of this stuff, but for me, as a 24, almost 25-year-old, the Transformers stuff that they're putting out, this is my childhood. This is a lot of stuff I grew up with. The new Metroplex, that's from Armada that I grew up watching, playing with those toys. The I think it was the Armada Hot Shot that I had. That was like one of my favorite toys as a kid, man. If they give us an updated version of that, I would lose my absolute shit. I'm gonna be buying like 10 of those. It's gonna be nuts. The implications that we could be getting mini-cons soon as well is a lot of fun. Because these guys, you know, they're still keeping their 5mm ports everywhere. I thought they were lacking at first when I had some of these figures in hand. But after getting the whole assortment, they're still present. They're not shying away from the 5mm ports, which is good because I want accessories to still work for all these other Transformers in the past and present. And with the implements of all these extra melee weapons that we're getting, like Shattered Glass Starscream had these here as well. RC has hers. Skid's got one. Optimus actually had another smaller axe to go with that as well. Kickback gets 2 of his cool blades. Core Class Rodimus, I don't have him yet, but he has his sword that can also combine to be a normal sword for these guys or a big one for Core Class. It's just nuts what they're doing here, and I'm all in. Every wave they're putting out that they're announcing, I'm probably going to be getting all these things. It's really cool building a nice B team for both sides of the robots right now. There's going to be a whole Wreckers shelf here soon. I don't know how I'm feeling about those blue Autobot symbols, but, you know, I'm probably not going to care once they're finally in hand. Yeah, all I can say is Hasbro's on top of their game. I hope they don't stop. I got back into collecting for action figures, but right now, these days, I feel like I'm really mostly excited about Transformers because of all this articulation and the updated sculpts. Everything they put out is pretty great. The only time you notice anything really faulty is when they, you know, pump out an old Titans Returns or Thrilling 30 mold or something like that. But, who knows? Because I know that World looks like he might, be a old school figure, but we'll have to see. But yeah, this was the talk with the toys. This one was talk with the Transformers. My power isn't out, but I have a brownout, which is conveniently only located in my kitchen and the one part of the wall where my internet cable has to go into, because my TV right next to it works just fine in the electrical outlet. So I can warm up or cool up any food. And I also can't upload any videos for who knows how long. So I decided to, shoot this while I do have some power in the living room and get this out there. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the Transformers content. Always glad for the views and the subscribers. I'll catch you all on the flip side, and I'll roll out. Toodles.